Hi everyone, it's Angela from Shin's Greens, and it's a gorgeous day at the community garden, and it's July already, and it's been a really good month. I've made some updates to the garden, I've done a lot of harvesting, and I've loved every bit of it. All my garden chores, including the pruning, the weeding, the transplanting, I love every second of it. So I'm so happy to be showing you what's been going on in my garden this month. Here's my plot, and the sunflowers have already bloomed and peaked. So all the bees have come around and pollinated all the tiny little flowers here, and you can see the seeds starting to form underneath. That's going to be amazing to harvest sunflower seeds, as long as the birds don't eat them all. And I've got another sunflower up here, which is looking just glorious. Now here I've planted some scarlet runner beans, and I'm training them to go up this trellis here. I've got a nice looking perilla plant right here. Really tasty leaves on these guys. And I have lots of zucchini to harvest. I've got a couple of big ones right here, another one right here, and I have some yellow squashes back there and some more back there. So lots of squash to harvest. And this right here is the pride and joy of my garden right now. This is my sugar baby watermelon. Now these don't get that big, but I heard they taste really good, super sweet, so I'm excited about that. These are my asparagus producing a lot of seeds. I'm excited about this because I sprouted some seeds, but I want to save some more and sprout some for my friends and family. All right, so right here, this is my raspberry volunteer, and I can't believe this, but this is the first time it is about to produce flowers. I can't even believe it because this is the still in its first year, and these came up as volunteers. So I bought raspberries from the grocery store, threw the moldy ones into the compost, and this one sprouted. I mean, I can't believe just 6 months ago this garden bed was completely neglected and empty, and just look at it now. I'm just so happy with the way it's progressed over the months. Okay, let's get to some harvesting, shall we? let's take a quick look around to see how the garden looks now. I'm actually really happy that I took down my 2 giant squash plants here because first of all, I get too much squash. I can't eat all that squash and zucchini. To be honest, I'm a little tired of it at this point, so I took them down to create more space and give more sunlight to my newly transplanted cantaloupes. So this is my second attempt with the cantaloupes. The original cantaloupe I had planted in the corner way over there was not getting enough sun. It was shaded out. It didn't produce any fruit, and then it started to get mildewy. So I think these cantaloupes will be much happier in this spot right here. So I have tied a little string here to help it vine up onto my little tomato cage. And we'll see. We'll see how they do. Right here, this is probably the fastest growing squash I've ever grown in my life. Now this is a butternut squash. I've got one of the female flowers here. Look how cute that is. So this is my secret little spot. It's a tiny little spot next to my condo, and I can only use this space from May through August because that's the only time that I get direct sunlight in here. But you know what? I am so desperate for space that I will take anything I can get. So I have crammed every square inch of this space with fruits and vegetables. That is a nice zucchini. Okay, so I had my large zucchini plant here that I took down. It was just taking up too much space and the production was starting to slow down. So I planted some more bush beans. Some more bush beans here. I've got a beautiful pomegranate that I sprouted from seed. It's looking great. And this is a cherry moya that I sprouted from seed. Here I've got little grape tomatoes that are just the sweetest tomatoes you have ever tasted. I just love these so much. I've only got a few ripe ones right now, but in the next month or two, we'll have lots and lots of fruit. Can't wait to eat these. Another tomato. This one is the Marmande tomato, which is a larger beefsteak variety. This one is the Berkeley tie-dye tomato. I've got more peppers here. These are either going to be Korean chilies or sweet mini bell peppers. I've got a beautiful ping tung eggplant. This is a gooseberry that I got as a volunteer plant from my neighbor's garden at the community garden. And it is just taken off. It looks gorgeous. I mean, there's just so much new growth. And there are some gooseberries here that are not quite ripe yet. They should just kind of fall off on their own when they're fully ripe. I've got another eggplant here looking gorgeous. This is an apple tree that I started from seed. I've got another pepper. And I've got a few alpine strawberries here. And some more tomatoes. Well, that's the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this and stay tuned, and I'll see you guys next time.